Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick. How are you today? It's Thursday, December 10th, and I am so excited to be with you here today because I am introducing a new seasonal series of paper crafting projects with you. And this one's going to be a lot of fun. So if you were with me for the 13 days of Halloween treats, you're going to love this, okay? This is the 12 days of Christmas tags. How exciting, right? Yay! I just love Christmas tags, and there's nothing better than having the time to take to wrap up a beautiful Christmas gift and then put an adorable decorative tag on top of it. It just finishes the gift off perfectly, doesn't it? I love it. Okay, friends, so I'm going to start you out nice and easy, and today is a very simple and beautiful little tag. I just love it. It's so fun and yet so easy. You could just do a bunch of these in a matter of minutes. Sitting watching TV, you wouldn't really have to think about it too much. It doesn't take a whole lot of pre-prep. So simple, right? Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Some things that I want to say about this particular tag is that I'm using the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set. I'm doing the seasonal greetings, which is right here, and then I'm also using the to and from stamp for the back of the tag because of course we want to be able to say who it's to and who it's from, right? So we're using the Itty Bitty Christmas stamps, and I will tell you that if you don't have this stamp set yet, you know, it's not too late to get this stamp set and be able to use it. Now, it'll be kind of last minute, but you could still get this in time if you ordered it now. But if you have it already, wonderful. This stamp set is one that I'm going to be using a lot during the 12 days of the Christmas tags, okay? Now, if you don't already have it yet, and you think, okay, you know what, it's too close in the end of the year, that's fine. Go ahead and order it, though, so that you've got it ready for next year, because these sentiments are amazing. And when you see these 12 days of Christmas tags, you're really going to want it, okay? So just go ahead and do yourself the favor and order it now. Okay, another thing that I'm using are the Stitched Stars dies. Now, these stars are so fantastic, and I also use this one for 4th of July and masculine cards. You know, all kinds of fun projects can be done with the stars. It's not just for Christmas. But in this case, I used these two dies, and then I also made the swirl with this one right here. Okay, so for this one, you'll see those dies being used. And then I used the Tasteful Labels dies for, oh, I've already pulled it out. I've used the Tasteful Labels dies for this little guy right here. Because the stars are stitched already, I really wanted a sentiment label that was stitched as well. So this was perfect for that, and it came from the Tasteful Labels dies. So those are the products that I'm going to be using today. And then I'm also using Memento Black ink pad. Oop, there we go. Memento Black ink pad. And let's see here. In Old Olive cardstock. And the Designer Series paper is the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. If you've been following me for a minute, you know I am absolutely in love with this paper. I bought one pack for pre-order, immediately fell in love with it, said, oh man, I should have got more. As soon as I was able to, I ordered 5 more packs, and I'm already blowing through it. It is such a beautiful paper. And then I'm also using the Real Red Braided Linen trim, which is so fabulous. Okay, just love it. Okay, so I've already pre-cut some things to make this quick and simple. So we've got our Old Olive star. We have our Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper star, and these are going to layer together just like that. And then I die cut this piece in gold foil to give it just a little something. You know, we can do a simple project and still have a little something to it, right? So we're going to lay that down just like that. We'll do some stamping first, and then I have something fun and exciting to share with you. Okay, so whenever you're stamping with photopolymer, you always want to use the Stampin' Pierce mat. It gives you a clean impression, but you can also use it all the time for regular red rubber stamps as well. So I'm going to lightly tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. And I'm going to line this up best I can in the center. Give it a little press, hold it for just a second, and then lift it off. Let me get this out of the way, and now all of our stamping is done. Now, because this is white paper and black ink, I'm going to set it aside for a hot second and let it dry. Oh, and I lied to you. That's not all of our stamping. We'll take our little star and turn it over to the back side, and I'll go ahead and stamp that to and from while I'm stamping. So tap, tap, tap. There we go. Now all of our stamping is done. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and do a little assembly. I'm just going to use some liquid glue on the back side of that Designer Series paper star. And then we'll line it up centered on our bigger star. There we go. Beautiful. All right, now, if I had a little forethought, which obviously I didn't, I would have put the gold foil on our adhesive sheets and then ran it through the die cutter. That way it would already have adhesive on the back, since it's such a fine, detailed die cut. However, I didn't. So I'm just going to put some little dots of glue, very carefully, mind you, right here along the back side. And as long as you don't give any pressure to your glue bottle, you'll be just fine. All right, now I want it to kind of come along here. There we go, just like so. Okay, now then, let's set this aside and come back to our sentiment piece and show you the cool thing I have to show you. I'm super excited about this. This is the first time I've got to play with it yet. I got it a couple of days ago, but look at this. Is it not the cutest little thing you've ever seen? It is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss mini machine from Stampin' Up. So stinking adorable, absolutely beautiful, super lightweight too. This thing is so fun. Tiny, and just like the regular Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, it comes with all of the plates that it needs already. So there's the other two emboss plates in the package. It comes with the 2 clear plates and the platform. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, so you're going to work this machine exactly like you work the standard size die cutting machine, okay? So we've got our platform, we have 1 clear plate, and I'm going to line up my paper and die, and then I'm going to use a piece of washi tape to hold it, just because it's such a little, here we go, just because it's such a little piece. And I don't want it to shift. So I'll lay that down, and actually I think I already made it shift. So let me try that again. Yeah, I sure did. Alright, here we go. It's a really tight fit. The sentiment fits the die perfectly. So it takes a little specificity. Oh my goodness, I can't even say that word today. Oh, okay, here we go. So we're going to run it along through the machine. There we go. Set our little bugger aside. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Love it. All right, now let's pull this out. See if I can keep the tape from pulling off. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna take some mini dimensionals, and I'm only gonna put them on the left half of the greeting because we're gonna be putting it off the edge to give it a little interest. So let me take the backing off here. This is so much fun. Y'all, I love making gift tags. So fun. And I'm telling you, follow along with the 12 days of Christmas tags because all of them are totally different. So we're going to have a lot of fun. They're all so different and so beautiful. Check that out. Isn't that great? All right, now, if you have a hole punch that fits the size of your thread, twine, trim, or ribbon, then you would want to use that punch here. Sadly, I have the standard size hole punch, which I think is way too big for this trim. So I'm going to take a sponge mat, set my piece down, and I'm going to use the pointy end of the Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to establish roughly where I want it to go and give it a press. And then I'm going to work that hole just a little bit so that I can make it big enough for my trim to go through. Okay, now like I said, if you already have a punch that's big enough, you can skip that step and make life easier on yourself, but I did not, so that is my go-to. Alright, now we're just going to thread our trim through and hopefully catch all of those ends. There we go. And then we're just going to tie a knot in the end up here. Now, you could leave that if you want to, but I'm going to tie it so it'll be kind of like a little ornament too, huh? And actually, that would be a fun thing to do with these tags, wouldn't it? Alright, so there we go. Pulled snug, and we are good. Alright, so there you go, friends. Super cute, simple, easy to and from on the back side. I hope that you have enjoyed this tag, and make sure that you come back tomorrow for day 2 of the 12 tags of Christmas. And I will see you then. You'll be able to find the details about each of the tags as well as the supply list on my blog. You can go thestampinchick.com or stampinchicktn.blogspot.com, either one. And this will also be posted on YouTube for the replay. So if you're seeing this on YouTube later, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and spending time with me today. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.